Hi, welcome back to my mixed Seahorse and Reef update. It's been quite some time since I've had a chance to show you what's going on. It's early in the morning, so my tank is still in moonlight mode, although all my fish, and in fact I think Seahorse I see, are looking at me for their early feed. My plan really is to have a quick look over the tank, see what's changed. I'll have a delve into the sump and show you what's altered there. Quite a few things have happened over the few months in between. Unfortunately, we did have a slight disaster with a power cut overnight, resulting in about a 7-hour shutdown of the tank, which formed a ammonia spike the following morning when everything came back on, and I did lose quite a few inhabitants. But since then I've installed a alarm system which cleverly rings my mobile phone if there's a power cut, and hopefully that will wake me up and bring me down to sort it out. Okay, I've opened up the sump, and quite a few changes since previous film. Notably, it's really the protein skimmer. You'll see now on the right hand side of this picture I now have a protein skimmer in the return section of my sump. It was in the first section. This is mainly due to the size of the new protein skimmer. My previous Bubble Master 250, which I have to say did a very good job. I was very pleased with it. The pumps finally gave up and I couldn't find a replacement for them, so I now have installed a new in-sump protein skimmer. This is a Hydor Performer 1250. Has twin pumps for aeration on the back. It's fed by a single 2,000 litre pump, which is in the first compartment of my sump, so it draws the water from there. In fact, goes up that green Eheim tubing you can see into the back of the protein skimmer, and then the Venturi pumps form all the bubbles. It's behaving okay at the moment. I'm having a few issues with overflow. You'll see the cup is relatively small and has a overflow outlet which just runs into an old milk carton at the moment. Generally it spends all day producing maybe an inch or so of skimmate in the bottom of that bottle, and then for some reason randomly in the night all of a sudden it will fill that bottle and overflow. So a few issues to resolve yet. I think perhaps a bigger bottle. This end of the sump pretty much the same as it was before. The RO top-up container, still the row of phos and carbon in the two reactors, all the same. There's still the return pump in there for the cooler and for the main tank. Centre section being still my refugium. There is a change to the refugium. I'll just move in a bit closer here, and that is that I did have a very fine silicate sand in the bed of this, and I found that virtually no life was living in there at all after a whole year. So I changed it about a month or so ago for a agonite sand, same in fact as I've got in the tank, and already life seems to be populating that, and I think the whole thing seems to be doing better. I still could probably do with a brighter light to help out my Cheeto grow, but as you can see, it's doing okay. The first compartment of my sump now looks pretty empty. It just has the two pumps in there, one for the bioreactor, one for the protein skimmer, and of course one of the heaters. Bioreactor, I'm not sure if that was in my previous film. I think I did do one on that. It's still behaving itself very well. I'm still running the same D&D bio pellets. I have, as suggested to me, taken the top sponge out, having let the pellets settle down. The top sponge has been removed, and the outlet now, just follow that down, now connects straight into the protein skimmer pump using a Y connector. So you see the clear tube going in on the bottom right there, and the top center section of the Y is left open, so the pump can pull in water from the sump, as well as being fed by the bioreactor straight into the protein skimmer, which I understand is a much more efficient way, some 70% more efficient, it was told to me, of using the bioreactor. I think that's probably about all of the changes. My auto top up float switches have moved up this end. They were in the last compartment, so just a little jiggle around. I think apart from that, everything else is about the same. Well, once again, thank you for taking a look at my setup. Please feel free to leave comments or rate my video, and see you again soon.